Good morning. My name is Miss Taylor, and I am your first grade ELA teacher for today. And today we are going to review a concept that you should have went over in kindergarten, and that is the consonant blend. So to help us to review this particular concept, I am going to go to my slides. Just hold on for one moment, please. Today, we will be reviewing the consonant blend. And as you can see, here are some really neat kids who are learning and reading and working so nicely together. Okay, first, let's review the concept of the consonant. What is a consonant? A consonant is any letter that is not a vowel. And our vowels are A, E, I, O, U. Examples of consonants are the following letters: the letters C, M, L, and B. And I came up with a sentence to represent the concept of the consonant. And my sentence is, my cat Casey loves books. And here's a picture of my beloved cat Casey at our home in Honolulu. And he is standing so nicely in front of all of my books. Okay. Let's move on. Now, let's look at the concept of the consonant blend. And I will read this definition to you. Consonant blends, which are also consonant clusters, are a set of 2 or 3 consonant letters that, when pronounced, retain their sound. Blends are found at either the beginning or at the end of a word. For example, in the word break, the B and the R are pronounced. And later on, we will be using our tiles to represent those individual sounds. So that's an example of an initial consonant blend. The cluster and K in bank would be an example of a final consonant blend. And we're not really going into this concept today, but there are also consonant digraphs. And a consonant digraph is a combination of 2 consonant letters that form a single consonant speech sound. Sometimes the combination results in one letter being silent, but many times the pairing produces a unique sound that neither letter would form on its own. Our emphasis is really on the consonant blend today, but I thought I would let you know that there are also consonant digraphs that you may want to be aware of. Okay, let's move on. Consonant blends. Some examples of consonant blends are the words blanket, the word black, cloth, clothes, flag, fly, glove, glue, plum, place, slide, and slow. These are examples of words that have that initial consonant blend. Okay, we're not really going into the consonant digraphs today, but some words that have that consonant digraph, again, the 2 letters that have a unique sound, or in some instances, one of the letters is silent. Some examples of consonant digraphs are the words cheer, Y, song, she, thin, and measure. Okay, and the consonant digraph is unique in that it has different pronunciations in different words. So you'll have the CH represented as church, chemical, and machine. Okay, now to help us to reinforce the concept of the consonant blend, I would like to share with you a really nice book that also helps us to study our science and also our mathematics when we're looking at the book Swirl by Swirl, Spirals in Nature. And this is written by Joyce Sidman, and it's illustrated by Beth Cromness. And I thought I would read some of it to you instead of showing you the video. So I'm going to stop my share, and I want you to take a look at, we're not going to read the whole book because we don't have a lot of time today, but we will go through some of this and see some of the consonant blends. Again, these are 2 letters, and there are 3-letter consonant blends that retain the individual sounds. Okay, so let's hear Swirl by Swirl, Spirals in Nature. And this is written by Joyce Sidman, and the pictures are by Beth Cromness. And the person who writes the book is called the author, and the person who draws the picture is called the illustrator. Okay, so we're going to look at how we see spirals all over Mother Nature. Okay, here's a beautiful title page. And then let's get into our book. And how beautiful is that? A spiral is a snuggling shape. It fits neatly in small places. Okay, I'm gonna bring my thing down, my camera down. Coiled tight, warm, and safe, it waits for a chance to expand. And you see that consonant diagram, chance. And here we have an eastern chipmunk. We have a harvest mouse. We have a bull snake. And we have a woodchuck. So I'm seeing that diagram show up in a number of places, even in this book. Okay, but right now we are concentrating on the consonant blends. A spiral is a growing shape. It starts small and gets bigger. Okay, swirl by swirl. Okay. It unwraps itself, one soft curl at a time. A spiral is a strong shape. Its outer curves protect what's inside. Let me do another page or 2. It knows how to defend itself. And a spiral reaches out to exploring the world. It winds around and around. You know, this book is so good. I don't even want to stop. And clings tight, grasping what it needs. It never has trouble holding on. A spiral is a clever shape. It is graceful and strong. And beautiful. And here's a chrysanthemum, a daisy, a rose, hibiscus, and sunflower. And I'm seeing all kinds of consonant blends and even some consonant diagrams here. A spiral moves. It swirls through water, gathering bubbles. It twists through air with clouds on its tail. It stretches starry arms through space, spinning and sparkling, forever expanding. Or it curls up neat and small, warm and safe. A spiral is a snuggling shape. And I just love that book. I was only going to read a couple of pages, but it's such an interesting book telling you about different animals and flowers and plants that we find in nature. And it also gave some great representation of, or great examples of our consonant blends. So that I'm going to go back to my slides. And what I would like to do now is, okay, what we could do is some spelling. Okay, and as you can see, a word that is featured prominently In this particular book is the word swirl, S-W-I-R-L, swirl. Okay, can you give me an example of another, another word beginning with a consonant blend that we saw in this particular book? Can somebody give me? Let's see. And on the last couple of pages, there were quite a few of them. How about space? How about the word space? Fernando, can you help me spell the word space? What sounds do you hear? Okay, and this has an initial consonant blend. Yes, it has the S. Let's pull down the S. Right, P, yes. And now you hear, is it a short vowel sound or a long? Yes, it's a long vowel sound. Space. It says its name. And because this A has a long vowel sound, we usually end the word with a silent E. Okay, so we have two examples of words that begin with our consonant blend that we found in this wonderful book today. Okay, a word that was featured very prominently is the word swirl, S-W-I-R-L. And then a word that we found later on in the book was the word space, S-P-A-C-E. And what I would like you to do when we get offline is that you can get your own copy of this book. And I would like you to continue to find other words in this book that begin with the consonant blends. And for today, I'm really emphasizing those blends that begin with the letter S. There are quite a number of them in this book. Okay. So I think that's all that I'm going to do with you today. I thank you for joining me on this adventure through Mother Nature, looking at the swirls that we find all around us. And I hope that you are better able to identify and recognize those words that begin with your consonant blends. I look forward to working with you in the near future. Thank you and goodbye.